So we started out by having one partner at a time, kind of bracing the two hands and not moving the hand, because it just makes it easier to learn and feel this, so that we ultimately work towards holding one hand. And then we talked about how if you weren't holding on, I gave you sort of the like robot drill. Because we were like, well, what should my hand be trying to do if I wasn't holding on to them? And the answer to that is whatever it would do if you just held it like this, right? So if I'm tilting, it would try to do that, right? But then when I'm attached to my partner, it doesn't get to move this much because they tether it. And the movement that you see turns into a change in the connection that we feel internally instead of seeing it externally, right? So when she moves on a diagonal, I feel like the connection's pulling more that way versus pulling more that way.
And it changes where I feel it in my body. If I'm under rotated diagonal, I'll feel it more in my chest and my back. Versus if I'm a little bit more open off to the other side, I'll feel it a little bit more in my tricep, bicep as it goes down the body line because it's a longer connection.
When she's rotating, I'm feeling the connection arc more into this side of her pinkies with rotation versus more into this side, into her index finger. When I do the rotation, it pulls more into the hook here versus more into the hand here. We then have the lifting up versus down. Kind of feels like the diagonal, except it's here and here instead of there and there. We played with tilt, so if she's tilting side to side or forward and back. But the hand doesn't do this much. It tries to, but then I actually get more of like a pressure in the hand down that direction instead.
And just making sure you understand that if you're doing something up and down, that's gonna be the same connection as if you were body rolling. The only difference is you're now splitting your upper half from your bottom half, but you still need to feel like one unit. So as you push those hips out and pitching forward, or the opposite, pitching back with the hips coming more forward.
So we've essentially got where our partner's location is, like sideways and vertically, and then we kind of have where their shape is in terms of rotation and tilt sideways, forwards, and back. So if she does like a little body roll, just do a forward body roll level for me. Like I can feel that, which feels different. Do that with an up and down. That feels different. If she does that with rotation for me, now that feels different. Like to me, all those extra variables, if she does that with rotation and moves over there.
Pulling away, pitching forward, same thing, pulling away as I pitch with my hip in, pushing away with the rib cage as the hip stays in.
That feels different. And then we did the drills of, instead of having you move all over the place, we limited you to how much movement can you do while keeping your feet split weight. So I'm feeling smaller things, or keeping your feet in your anchor position so that things are a lot smaller, but like it doesn't have to be this for me to feel it. When we do just this, your partner can feel that, and that has an effect on each other. And then we both started moving around so you could feel how this communication ends up actually influencing what your partner does and has an effect on each other, even though we're not doing the same thing, but those things are influencing what we are doing. Thank you so much.